You're live.
Are we live again?
Hey!
JK the last time. This is Nisha, I'm your Geek Mom, coming to you from Diversely Geek Discusses. And today we are joining up with the lovely Louis Lacow and Molly B. Marcus for our weekly episode of Doctor Who in Review. Yay!
Yay!
And there you hear the voices in the background, and of course this is Joe at Life into the West, the other side of Diversely Geek. And what we're going to be doing today is coming to you here on YouTube, where we're live streaming directly through our social media platforms. You can join us and chime in through YouTube, through Facebook, Instagram, and through Twitter. And at the same time, we're going to be recording our podcast. And the voices that you're hearing, you'll also be getting in the podcast. So no fear, while you're joining us for the live event, you're also going to be able to check in and listen to the podcast later tonight. So this is all new. It's amazing. Yay. And we hope it all goes well. But you know how life is.
Multimedia platform engagement. Simultaneous.
Simultaneous multimedia platform engagement.
Yeah.
Which is the hardest part.
There you go.
Somebody?
So
Okay.
if you're joining us, which I doubt you are as of yet, because I'm just about to send the link out, because that's how that works. We go live, so now I can send the link out because now we're live. Make sure that you're following us on Instagram and Twitter, as well as being on Facebook in the event, posting your reactions and feelings and thoughts on the episode and about us. If we have like a stray hair or something, let us know.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Am I looking okay? I hope so.
Or a random crumb, you know.
exactly.
Random crumb on the side of the mouth.
And if you hear that phantom voice, I know we said that we were being joined by Louis Lacow. Louis is just off to the side there, so you're going to be hearing this phantom voice and wondering, where is he coming from? He's right over there.
And then we have a phantom voice down
Yeah.
below.
We have a lot of phantom voices.
Yes. With an occasional
Possible
fan-
cat.
possible cat or a possible parrot. So, hey,
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't be Doctor Who without a lot of alien species.
Well, I was going
So,
to say, we
that's
are
right.
diverse in
Yes.
our,
Diverse, yes.
exactly, in our species streaming interaction.
We are actually joined by our cat Tonito, who's sitting over to the side. So in case you hear that voice, yes, as we said, he's right there. So, basically your Geek Mom here, as you can tell. You all know I'm a movie and I've been doing this for 49 years.
I don't know what you're talking
I'm just
about.
kidding. I'm kidding. Not 49. It's like 42. I don't know. How old am I, Marley? I forget. We always have this conversation.
How old are you, or how
I
long?
think you're
how
younger
old?
than me.
Ay,
How long
ay,
have you been with
ay. No,
Doctor
this
Who?
is a Molly and I conversation. She and I have been watching since we were like 13
Oh, so
or
you're counting.
something.
I didn't know if you forgot
It's a
your
count.
age or not.
No.
Because you know, the doctor forgets that I forget my age, and I don't
I could be 2,000 years old. Yeah.
exactly.
Who knows?
I think we are. We'll just go with 2000.
I
so what?
like it. I think we should agree to that.
And personally, I stopped counting. Like I stopped keeping track of ages after a certain
111.
point. Yeah, like
111.
111 is a good number to stop at.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
For mom, it was 42. Since then I don't.
She was like,
I
Mom,
don't
what are
keep
you,
track.
24? Like, yeah. I'll take 24.
No, not 24. 40.
She's-
Because then I can't be 24.
I tried to sneak it in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gosh.
Fail
No, because I
miserably.
keep thinking I'm 24.
Fail
but I'm
miserably
not.
is pretty correct. So, hey, this mom has definitely been keeping up with the marathon viewing of Doctor Who over the holiday season. I've
Yes.
done everything I can, all the way from 9 to now, and as it so happens, I was on vacation, so it made it very possible for me to do it. And you know, I really got a good feel and an understanding for the three showrunners and what I like, possibly dislike, don't love, really love, enjoy, or could do without across the last 10 years of the reboot of Doctor Who. So, oh my God, and Louis is doing craziness already. Look, we're not even 5 minutes into the show and he's already over there distracting us.
Always.
Always.
Ah, there we go.
Sorry,
There we
Louis.
are. Woo! Okay. Copy link. This is gonna be Inception. I'm watching myself. Oh my God, this is so weird.
And then I should do it again, and then you'll watch it like in another dimension here.
Guys, this is weird. If you've ever, like, now you're watching us watch us
I see you waving
watching
it.
you.
Ooh.
It's weird.
It's
Is
the
my
great
hair
geek
on?
conception.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So, if you don't mind, Molly, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of give a little bit of introduction in case anyone new is joining us. So first, we're kind of gonna talk about us, Diversity Geek, and then Man Bites Media. So, background-wise, you might notice it's gonna go a little quiet. We're not gonna be joined by the lovely. What's your parents' name?
Oh, Zazu.
Zazu?
Oh, of course.
Zazu.
You can't go wrong with Zazu. I'm just saying.
That is awesome.
You totally cannot go wrong with
It's
Zazu.
a small-
I'm very. Oh my god.
Okay, listen. I just came from work. Okay.
Oh lord.
Okay, guys. It's really weird watching yourself. Now I know.
This is a lot of fun. I'm already like, and if you see me here, it's because I'm actually So my job is actually tonight to keep on touch with the Twitter feed, and I have to some extent, but I really didn't want to spoil the episode for myself. And you know what? Guess we're at the end of the season, going into a new year, first year, and Happy New Year, everyone! By the way, from the Diversity
Yes.
Geek and the Man Bites Media team,
Yes.
all of whom are here. Listen, you know, New Year, man. It's like it's a time for opportunities. It's a time for newness. It's a time for exploring, for adventure, joy, and all the good stuff.
Newness and like.
No, newness.
Okay.
So, I am going to be. If you see me looking down, it's simply because I am actually doing the Twitterverse stuff.
Yeah. So a little
While
bit of
she does
a
the Instagram. So
overview of what we're doing here tonight. You'll probably hear from our event or one of our social media
Yeah,
channels. So
that's
I'm
right.
sure
We
you've
can
heard
just
through the
chat
week that I've mentioned that we're doing this wonderful New Year's Day Doctor Who in Review live stream. If you're not familiar, Doctor Who in Review is a collaboration podcast done from us, Diversity Geek and Man Bites Media, and we have basically, as of now, done a weekly review on Doctor Who, aka Doctor Who in Review, of this season so far, and then moving into the future, we're actually going to be delving into more of the depths of Doctor Who.
All the amazingness that is Doctor Who.
yes.
So we figured, why not go a little ambitious, since I think we're going to be on like a year hiatus, for that hiatus, and do this live stream and multimedia simultaneous platform engagement. I'm just coming up with words and throwing them out there. But that's
Random
what the
words.
Doctor
Always
does.
fun.
Yes. So yeah, you're gonna see us looking at our phones a lot of the time, or straight ahead, because we're gonna be watching the show once it starts in about 20 minutes here.
You better believe it.
Exactly. So the way it's gonna work is we're just live streaming so that, hey, we see you all lovely people on New Year's Day, and we get to watch Doctor Who with you, and you get to watch it with us, and it's a very engaging, unified community, and that's what we're about at Diversity Geek. Diversity Geek is a global nonprofit media and community organization. She's already on it. She's live tweeting.
Yes, I am.
And we encourage, foster, and promote positivity, diversity, acceptance, and unity through the means of fandom. And what that means is, essentially, we just encourage everyone to embrace their inner geek and follow their fandom passions in pursuit of positive action. And in doing that, really, you're working on your self-wellness, and you learn to embrace yourself. And in doing that, your life is pretty positive and cool. I mean, not to say it's not going to be, what's the quote? Bad things, you know?
Bad things always happen, but it's how you actually take it and how you go and run with it
No!
that makes the difference.
You didn't catch it! No, I'm so disappointed. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was a very lovely sentiment. That was a
Beautiful
I was like,
sentiment.
thanks.
Even I was going, what? Right?
Life. It's a pile. The way I
Oh.
see it, it's a pile of good things and
Good
bad
things and
things.
bad things.
That's what I was going for. It's funny because I'm the youngest newbie in here. But I guess that makes, maybe I'm, I was gonna make a joke because maybe I'm the most on it.
We have cobwebs.
Yeah.
No.
And many
Dang.
cobwebs at that.
If you were talking about our old age, okay, I think you just totally hit on
Yeah.
that one. Thanks a lot.
No,
That
it's,
life into the West. Yeesh. Okay, so I am about to.
that is not my name.
Okay, so we are about to share this out to the Twitterverse as well in terms of the Doctor Who. So every episode I live tweet as Diversely Geek with the Doctor Who fandom throughout the universe.
That's an awkward position. I can actually see what that looks like.
So basically what I do is I keep up and, with them and listen to their reactions, listen to mine. We kind of share that. And it's a really great way to be able to interact with a show that you love, to be able to give honest, upfront and live, reactions. So I love doing it. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you can find us on the hashtag that BBC America uses is hashtag Doctor Who, and at the end of it you'll see a little TARDIS. So if you use the hashtag Doctor Who in any of your tweets tonight, then you will also, you hearing that, Lewis?
Yes.
And you hearing that, Molly? You'll also be joining the conversation that I'm having as I live tweet out. So here we go, I'm about to hit the button and send. So we are asking everyone to join Diversely Geek and the Man Bites Media
How long have
team.
we been live, guys? Someone message or comment. I can't tell. YouTube doesn't actually say how long.
11 minutes.
There we go.
Yep, we're almost there.
I just needed to know because now I'm gonna
First tweet
spare.
is out. First tweet is out, people.
I'm gonna spare
Everyone
everyone
knows we're doing it.
the funness that was this beginning 11 minutes. And just tell everyone to join at 11 minutes. And if you're joining us at the 11-minute mark, welcome to.
I think 11 is
Another
an
episode.
extremely relevant number for us.
You ruined it.
Damn it, sorry. Oops. Time
Look at
is,
that. I'm not the one that said the.
I'm the one who did it. So time is very complicated and complex. It's a bunch of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. You didn't hear me say any of that. Let's rewind it and let's go back. Hey, start over.
Why are you speaking like a child?
I was just going for. The
I'm
moment's
glad Nisha
gone.
got that one.
The moment's gone.
Come on, the John Hurt. Oh,
War Doctor.
yeah.
Oh gosh. Yes, I know.
Poor doctor.
I was going for a very specific reference, but also like
Do it.
what's the word?
Suave.
Yeah,
Then
and
there-
it was
No,
ruined.
no,
It was
suave. No,
ruined.
no,
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen here. Come on now.
Smooth.
You know that.
I mean,
Smoothness doesn't happen. What's wrong with you? What show do you belong to? Oh my god. You know what it's like being on this. We are crazy when we're on here. So just so most people know, they don't usually get to see this side of us. When we're doing the shows, we're so poised. But this is really what the team is like. A little
Inserting
that.
a word.
A
Yeah.
little,
Poised.
A little,
Poised.
yes.
I like that. Poised.
Poised,
I'm
right?
gonna use that
We're
word.
normally poised.
That's gonna be my new pontificating.
Yeah,
Poised.
poised.
Poised. Your New Yorkie could come out of
Yes,
there.
my New York is coming out. Oh
No,
Lord.
it just sounded like if any of you have seen Into the Spider-Verse, you sounded like John Mulaney's Spider Pig thing.
Spider pig.
Noir?
No, that's Spider-Man Noir. That
Oh.
Spider Pig.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I guess he's New York. Yeah. Okay, so you sound like a New Yorker. I was like, wait a
Just
second.
saying.
Yeah, that's
Just saying. I'll identify with that. So basically, hey, while you're on listening and watching us, go ahead and get your thoughts and your comments out.
Oh
to us
no,
so we
I
can see it.
apologize, Reggie. Oh gosh.
What did we do? Reggie said what?
Oh, nothing. He's just watching. So I apologize.
My God, poor Reggie. Welcome to Diversely Geek, Reggie. We really appreciate you
This is
being
my
here.
mom.
I I'm the geek.
I love all the TARDISes in the background and all the posters. Those are pretty awesome.
Is it enough though? Like we thought that maybe it wasn't enough.
Maybe
No,
it was-
I think you need more. You need more.
Hey, by the way, do you see that reference all the way in the back behind Joe's head? Do you happen to see those little
Yeah.
Christmas ears? Anybody know what that's a reference to?
Wait, I should be putting those on.
You should.
I literally walk into every time someone walks by me, like the cubicle at work, and it's like says hi, I go. Like that's how I just greet people. I'm like, but they don't get it unless
Spirit fingers.
they're moving.
So yes, Molly,
I
I'm
got
sure
it.
you
Will.
got that back there, right?
Yeah.
In case you didn't get
Yeah.
patience.
You get it. It's Will. The unsung hero. Oh wait, no, he's
Oh,
not really unsung.
course.
He is the hero. So I was saying how much I really enjoyed having the opportunity over the last week and a bit, both of you, to be able to watch and start over from the ninth all the way here to 13. And having done that, then going back a little bit and looking at the references from the first Doctor, actually a lot from the first Doctor, I really realized
Mhm.
that there's a lot of first and third Doctor references throughout the 9th up to 13th. And a lot in
Oh,
there is a
12
lot.
and 13th, huge amount. I mean, I knew it,
Purposefully,
but
yeah.
I really purposefully knew it at this point because I really wanted to pull in and look. And I was like, okay, I think that it would really behoove, sorry, I have to use that one too, the new Whovians to probably, take the opportunity they can to look on BritBox and to be able to,
BritBox is a phenomenal
yeah,
streaming service.
really amazing to be able to get the core and to do the justice to be able to look at our first 3 Doctors
Yes.
and understand how
This is
much.
not sponsored.
How much of no, it's not sponsored. I'm just being honest. And how much
That's
we really, as like Molly and myself, having been watching since we were youngins, realize that there those the classic Who is really done very well in terms of homage in the last few Doctors, especially. For me, I feel like 12 and 13 are very strongly representative of classic Who. Although, it's interesting to me that there are so many strong points out there about the newer 12 and 13 Doctor Who not being as representative. So that's a point of discussion, that we can always bring up at another time, unless you
Yeah.
guys have any thoughts
No.
on that now.
I honestly think that this season, people are giving it a lot of strife and all that stuff. But honestly, we have to look back at the previous first seasons of both the new writing team and a new Doctor. It's only happened one other time, right? That it's been a completely new team, 100%. And it took a full season to go.
That would be
and
9.
Yeah. And it took them a full season to get into stride and actually start producing
Correct.
the episodes that we appreciate and love so much. And even in the first season, yeah, there's 1 or 2 great episodes, but there's some real bad ones. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
did you guys see the article about Chibnall and the social application that was being done today that came out? It was some people were complaining that it was hitting people too much over the head.
Well, it is hitting each other over the head so
Social
much,
Definitely,
but
definitely.
I mean,
But we discussed that ourselves, didn't we, in our
Really
episodes?
quick, so for anyone that's not
Yeah, we did.
familiar with our Doctor Who review again, because I know I said it earlier in the live stream.
In
so
our
if
false
you're-
start. Sorry.
Well, not that, in the real start
Right,
too.
right,
So
right.
for anyone that's joining us, because I just sent out the links again over social media. So if you're joining us and you're brand new to Diversely Geek and Man Bites Media, welcome
yes.
to another episode of Doctor Who in Review. See,
With
that's what I was
Bonito
going for.
Tonito was mooning the audience.
Listen, we promised you a cat, and then it happened. Just saying.
The wrong side, but sure.
I can't. It's not even that. It's just I go for the swap and the specific. Anyone that's a Critical Role fan, I was referencing Matthew Mercer, and just
Is it Thursday yet?
no, the beginning. Well,
I know. Welcome to another episode of...
Sorry, I was saying welcome. Welcome, DG Lovelies, to another episode of Doctor Who in Review. So, if you're unfamiliar with who we are Diversely Geek, and we are joined with Man Bites Media here and some lovely other wonderful DG lovelies and Man Bite Media lovelies virtually to help us out tonight with our Doctor Who review. And it's going to be a live stream. As you can tell, as you're on the live stream, make sure that you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Diversely Geek, and also over at Man Bites Media. And you'll be able to keep up live with our coverage, which is going to be live tweeting, some fun stories on Instagram, and then the stream, which in about 10 minutes here, it's going to actually be us watching the show. And then during the commercials, we're actually going to be talking with you guys, and then also with our team here, and having our discussions and thoughts. And if you have any thoughts and discussions and concerns, I don't know, for the doctor, because with 13, we're always concerned for her. In a good way, because we love her.
I was about to say, I was
I'm
like,
always
whoa.
concerned. She's always, the doctor's always getting into trouble. So,
Well, that's the nature of the doctor.
exactly. So,
I mean, that's probably written as one of the rules.
tweet us, comment on our
Just saying.
videos on Instagram, message us, comment on the video on YouTube and on Diversity Geek's Facebook page. You can go over to the event there that we have. It's our New Year's Day Doctor Who in Review live stream. And if you're not following us, make sure and do that fun thing. And it's not the end of the video, but like, comment, and subscribe, basically, is what I'm saying right now.
And if you want to check out any of our content, we also have a lot of content up on Man Bites Media through the YouTube channel. We have about 150 episodes up on there that are different reviews of different movies that are streaming on any of the streaming networks. And you're able to check out our podcast, which right now we're putting up 3 episodes a week. And we have our fun-filled, basically 3 people in a bar talking about movies and stuff like that on Fridays, which Nisha has joined us so many times on and has been able to experience the funness that is the 3 of us.
I have been corrupted. Just saying.
We talk about anything and everything.
Molly,
To
wait
be
till
clear,
you're on
Man
that
Bites
show.
Media's podcast, yeah,
Oh.
they're pretty
Yeah.
fun.
That's actually a lot of fun.
I said no,
honestly.
they are. They really
They
are.
really are. So.
Actually, if you don't mind, Louis, why don't you tell our listeners and viewers exactly where they can find our podcast, because it's also it's Man Bites Media content, and then we have our co-hosted podcast,
Correct.
specifically this one, Doctor Who in Review, which if you haven't listened to any of our podcasts yet from this year, we started out with the beginning, the premiere of this season, and we've done a weekly Doctor Who in Review where we talk about the episode, and we have different guests on that we're featuring, and it kind of goes back and forth between Man Bites Media and Diversity Geeks podcast account. So make sure that you're following us on both of those so that you get both of the all of our content. And
that's going to be on Mondays each day, usually around evening time on Monday. So if you want to check your feed on Tuesday, if you go to sleep early, you'll be able to check out that new content every week. And then the Wednesday episode is retrospective. Now, the Friday episode is there's a lot of explicit language, so if you're not in for that, then that's definitely not something you want to check out, because there is a lot of explicit language in there. And the Wednesday episode, though, does not. It is just basically a review of anybody in film history or any movie in film history. And we bring on different personalities, different people, different fans, honestly, just everyday person that wants to talk about their favorite movie or favorite person in film. And we basically go through certain questions and we discuss the movie between the 2 of us. So it's always a fun time. And those are on Wednesdays, early morning hours.
yeah, and then for Doctor Who in Review, those ones are going to be specifically Monday nights at the time being, and like I said, those ones will be back and forth between Diversity Geek and Man Bites Media's podcast platforms. Make sure that you're also following both of our YouTube channels. We have our Diversity Geek Discusses series and our My Geek Universe series as well, where you can learn a little bit more about our team, both at Man Bites Media and Diversity Geek, and you can kind of get a little bit more of a taste for what we like to discuss and our kind of social commentary on fandom and the shows that we like. And if there's any shows out there, movies, books, music, musicals, anything that you'd like to discuss with us, send us a message or comment on one of our videos and let us know because
So just so
we're
you
always
guys
open.
know, I'm officially the one who's getting spoiled because I am the one live tweeting, so I will not reveal anything to anyone. I'm doing my best to
The
stay.
secret is to not tweet
I
until you have a thought.
I got it. I got it, girl. I'm all about this. Been doing this now for a while. And I mean, we really wanted to be able to come into this spoiler free and right, Molly, we really pretty much didn't want to like get anyone's feedback. Not per se. I wanted to be able to watch this and just enjoy what it was. I love enjoying Dr. Lewis for what it is as as an emotional experience. I have had good feedback from my friends across the pond. They've all sent me their feedback so far, which I can share with you later. I just don't want to do it yet. I think we'll do it because I got a couple messages, like I said. As you know, across the pond, they're 8 hours ahead of us, so everybody went to sleep and couldn't technically join us. But a couple of folks over on the other side will be joining us for our next few episodes of Doctor Who in Review. So we're going to be getting a more global perspective as well on our love for Doctor Who, and definitely a look in our review on the 13th Doctor and on Chibnall. And be kind. Be kind.
Exactly. So we're going to be starting here in a few minutes. The episode's going to start. So we're going to be pretty much quiet while we're watching the episode.
You're going to see me making little signs like this, so just bear with me, okay?
And don't worry if you want to mute us or if you keep us on. We're not really going to be making noise because we're going to be silent. We're going to be watching along with you. And during the commercials is really when you can interact with us on social media and kind of turn that volume back up so you can hear some of the discussions that we're having. And if you have any pictures or audio clips or videos that you want to share of yourself, you can do that over on our Facebook event. If you look up Diversity Geek and you go to the event that's at the top of the page, you'll see that we have that event going there, and that's kind of a good place to have a discussion where you can send us some videos, pictures, audio clips, however you want to send us whatever you're doing. I mean, as long as it's now. But it's New Year's Day, and I know that a lot of people are spending time with their families, but for a lot of us nerds, Doctor Who is a big part of the holiday, and we didn't have it at Christmas time, and that's been a very time-earned tradition for at least us. I know since we moved back to Orlando quite a few years ago, we've been joined by lots of friends and family to watch the Christmas special. So I know it's a little different for everyone, Doctor Who fans specifically, but I mean, if you think about it, the season's completely different, so it's a welcome change.
Almost time, guys. 2 minutes to go.
It's a welcome change, and I really think that this is going to be a fun episode, and we have such a long hiatus in front of us.
I'm tweeting the person who did the music for tonight's episode.
Nice.
Because the apparently thumbs up.
Nice.
So that's the only spoiler you're getting. Okay, that's it. Sorry. By the way, I'm like very passionate about Doctor Who, so I will do my best to stay calm and quiet.
We're only
but
doing a
that's
live
probably not going to happen.
No spoilers.
I'm just telling you right now, it is very unlikely that I'm going to keep my boys.
Yeah.
Got it in there.
Oh, you guys. So get yourselves ready. The episode's about to start. We're going to be turning up the volume here on our TV. You can hear it in the background here. So like I said, follow us on all social media platforms. It's just going to be Instagram.com/diversitygeek, Twitter.com/diversitygeek, Facebook.com/diversitygeek, YouTube.com/diversitygeek, I think. I don't know about that one because YouTube's fun. You can just Google us, Diversity Geek YouTube. But then again, if you're watching this, you're on YouTube, so never mind Inception.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so the episode's starting, guys. We're gonna go a little quiet here.
Of course.
Have fun.
A long time ago, on the battlefields of Britain, an army of enemies came together to face an impossible opponent beyond their wildest nightmares. defenseless. The fear it placed in them was absolute. So they made a pact. They split their opponent's vanquished body into 3 pieces to be buried at opposite ends of the world, and vowed that the burial sites would be forever guarded as a precaution. The 3 swore an oath of secrecy. The terrifying opponent was to be erased from history. The 3 custodians undertook their long journeys across land and sea, locating isolated sites and carrying out their task with monastic dedication. Passing their duties down through the generations to protect the future, the custodians were unyielding. All except one, whose journey was never made, felled at the first by an unwitting assailant, who would never know the full impact of his arrow. And time moved on, obscuring the lost custodian's body, leaving the other 2 custodians and their descendants unaware of their comrade's fate for eternity. Almost.
Right, let's have a look. Where were we? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm so glad you suggested coming in today.
I hate New Year's Day. Everything's closed, everyone is hungover, and there's nothing to do. Also, what is cooler than this? You never thought I'd be involved in a proper find. Even if this isn't Alfred the Great.
Well, they found Richard III in a car park in Leicester. No reason we can't find Alfred the Great under Sheffield Town Hall.
No reason. Oh, apart from history and geography.
Yeah, I was never very good at those. So, are we going to talk about it?
Talk about what, Mitch?
The kiss that happened?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
So, was it for you? I'm just checking. I don't want to presume. But like a Happy New Year mates kiss, or not?
Did it feel like a Happy New Year mate's kiss?
No. It was more kissy than that, I'd say.
Good, yeah, because it was more than that for me.
Oh, thank God. I mean, great. I mean, amazing. For me too. Wow, I didn't sleep all night when I got home because I was wondering.
Me neither, that's why I texted you to say come in.
Oh, really?
Yes! Oh, you idiot.
So, what do we do now? I mean, I'm not suggesting that we here.
Finish this, fix the time to go out properly. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome. This is my favourite year ever. Already, one day in.
Look at this. Here, just below the side of the hand, there's something here I just can't figure out what it is.
Oh, yeah. Let's record it and bag it up. Context recorded, coded and bagged. Whatever it is.
Thanks.
You do realise this means those drawings could be true. The Battle of Hope Valley.
I know you love those documents and I know you want them to be true, but this is more significant than that.
It's not more significant. I mean, what if he was part of it? He could have fought in it. He could be the key to unlocking what it was all about.
Or he could be nothing to do with it whatsoever.
You see, that's the difference between you and me. I am glass half full.
Oh, is that right?
100%.
Oh yeah, who was it who doubted that we'd find him?
hand it to you. That is the best fireworks display I've ever seen.
Didn't I say?
Yeah.
19 New Year's Eves in a row. Which was your favourite?
I did love Mesopotamia.
Ah, the original.
Oh, really? So, Iraq invented New Year?
Sydney 2000, watching the fireworks on top of the harbour bridge until you're ready for off.
Yeah.
1801, discovering that dwarf planet with your Italian men. Lovely Giuseppe Piazzi. Should we do one more? Make it around 20. I'm thinking Quantifer. Little settlement on the edge of the known universe, like a terminal on New Year's Eve. Every day. They've got the best balloons. Is that important? No, not really. It's just Earth. Leave a little alarm on, as it's your home, just in case. Oh, that's bad.
What?
And that's worse. That's worse than worse.
What are you getting?
Something, or some things, non-terrestrial, are attempting a spatial shift. I'm homing in on the convergence pattern.
Oh, anywhere exciting?
Sheffield.
Oh, crap.
What was that? Did you see anything?
No? Could be a rat.
I think there's something missing. Must have taken one of the bags. That's one cheeky rat.
I'll take a look.
Why is there always water?
I really want the thing to pop out and eat them both.
Well,
Cute.
No, they're not. They're horrible.
what do you mean they're horrible?
Oh my god, that is horrible writing.
It's so cheesy, we know that.
No, it's beyond cheesy.
Did you see how they're posting? Yeah. Best New Year's ever, one day, yay. I said, yeah, that's ominous. You know somebody's in it. Something bad's gonna happen.
Hopefully both. There it is.
There it is, girlfriend. Oh, we got it, right? I was wondering how they made it happen. Really? Who on God's earth would just reach out and touch that? Yeah, but it's a blob.
It's always fun.
For you, just in time.
What's your name?
Mitch, you just appeared out of thin air. How did you do that?
I'm the doctor. These are my best friends, Ryan, Yaz, and Graham.
Hello, it's
Right, okay.
Spend a lot of time in sewers, do you, Mitch?
We're excavating an ancient burial site.
When you say we,
Lynn's through here. Lynn? Where are you? Hey, there you are. These guys just sort of arrived.
hi. Seen anything unusual then?
Yeah, there's something on the wall back there.
What sort of something?
Oh, it's moved.
What does it look like?
Like a massive sort of squid thing.
Okay, come on.
Really? Like, you sure that's
Now
something?
she tastes
Can you get me some
Then it's
extra
not
this
that
for analysis, please, Mitch?
Yeah. So, Doc,
What, some fun mucus?
if it was there, it's not there now. I assume it's roaming around here, in the water.
Yes, it is.
Should we be worried?
Probably. It looks like it slid down this wall and into the water. Where are we exactly?
Underneath Sheffield Town Hall.
And where do these sewers lead?
All the way out of the city.
It can be anywhere.
I want you out of these tunnels right now, putting your site under quarantine. Yaz will escort you, and if you see any sort of creature, don't go near it. Not until we've worked out what it is. Assume proximity is a risk. Come on, let's get you out of here.
What about the site? Look, there are valuable historical artifacts down here. We've been working on this for months.
We'll make sure it's all kept safe. I've got your details now, so we'll let you know when it's okay to come back down. Come on, Yaz.
Who listens like that?
That was weird.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That was
I'll
kind
call
of
the
surprising.
department tomorrow.
I mean,
Let
also,
them know what's happened.
Okay.
I guess we could go for that drink now.
Not right now.
They're geologists.
Well,
Yes,
of course,
I would.
didn't mean to.
A little bit freaked out.
They're
I'll call you if I hear anything from
archaeologists.
them. Maybe we'll be back in tomorrow.
Get it correct. Have a look. River song. Just saying.
You know what the doctor hates,
So how did they just?
right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh wait, what? no.
I've got the TARDIS scanning the sewers for non-terrestrial life signals.
So where are we actually going?
Your house, of course.
Whoops.
You've landed on my chair.
Sorry.
You broke my chair.
Well, if you will leave chairs around the place.
This is my front room.
Where's your kitchen? I just need to get some eggs to check the protein alignments in the goo. Oh! Is that your intruder alert or mine?
It's the doorbell.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No.
Oh gosh, you know who that
Who
is,
was it?
right?
Wrong number.
Intruder alert again?
It's a doorbell. I'll go tell him to go away. No, Ryan,
Is everything all right?
not really, yes, no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you all know who that is.
Yep.
This is Yaz
Kind of hard not
and
to.
Filter.
Oh.
Hi. This is my dad,
Oh.
Just no.
Graham.
No question
Hi, Ryan's
about
dad.
the box in the middle of the room.
Aaron.
You weren't at Grace's funeral.
Oh.
No.
Ryan waited for you. You let him down.
I was thinking maybe if we could grab a coffee.
Oh really? Really?
Yeah, right. Sure.
Coffee?
Is it alright if we're just gonna, is that okay if,
If you're needing somewhere to go, cafe around the corner's open.
yeah, good shout. Good shout. I'll just get me home.
Ooh,
Alright,
that means Ryan's staying
come
with
over.
Graham. You noticed that, yeah?
Ryan's dad. It's complicated. Yeah. Dad's eye. It's overheard.
Ta-da-da!
Okay, I
That
love
was a very relevant last moment, that very last line. So extremely relevant to the entire timeline of Doctor Who. Molly? Are you there? Did I lose you?
That's just
But no,
I don't like the beginning. The
I'm
whole,
here.
the
I'm
whole
here,
big
but ours is just slightly
romance.
behind yours.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I didn't dig it at all. I really didn't. It was
The
kind of
Viking?
lame.
Was
No,
it-
no, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
just
the
all
romance part.
Yeah, I mean,
The romance part, I was like, really?
I know, they've been doing that a
So-
lot in this season. I don't cotton to it
I
that much.
assume that because it's going to be, it's going to get really dark and emotional. They were like, let's throw in something light and fluffy and cute. And not gonna lie, it's New Year's Day. People
Yeah.
don't want to
Okay,
see
so
dark.
we're in commercial now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. I don't like rom-coms, but I thought that was like at least a little
Yeah.
cute. Like it wasn't. It was cheesy bad, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
the worst.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't the
It's-
worst that I've seen on
What
Doctor Who.
is up to an octopus or thing or an alien just like that?
I said
That's
the
one
same
question.
thing. I was like, what are you, just walking up there? And I'm like, what?
I would have done the same thing though.
Yeah,
But
I would have done the same thing.
I
straight
would
up.
have liked to see something different for once in this season, and it feels like we're going back to that same well again, and it's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of bad writing in the first 5 minutes already, and I'm just kind of like
But
A
then you
lot
get
of
5 minutes
writing?
a
later,
lot of bad writing.
and I personally
so
I like
little
the
lines.
touch.
Wait, I like the narration though.
Mm,
I didn't like
Yeah,
the
well,
beginning
the
part.
narration was
Vikings
okay,
were cool.
but
The
you know, when
Vikings
I
were
saw
cool, the
little
story
Disney
was
cool. That's
characters,
what I
I'm
meant.
thinking, oh my god, is it a xenomorph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I just-
scarves that they stole the show already. The two scarves.
No,
Grams
but-
and
Grams and the Doctor Scars are totally marketing. Sorry.
And then Ryan's dad, it's like he walks in and he just doesn't even say anything about the box, and it's already the boom. Oh no, we're gonna hate on him. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I assume
It's
that
like
there's if we
Well, I
if
mean, that
remember,
would
we
be the
haven't
initial
seen-
reaction though. I mean, he's not been anywhere, and he did do that. So the doctor's just gonna straight out say it like it is. Just saying. Finkel.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a hate on you doing like
I don't think so. I
the
think
doctor
she was
literally
being
just said these are
honest.
my best friends. I know when I've had issues like that, my best friend would react exactly like that.
Yeah.
And I love that they're putting that side of empathy onto this doctor because because you don't know, a lot of doctors gloss over things or just
I'm okay
ignore
with it.
things. But I like that this doctor.
Yeah, I do.
She's invested in
The
them.
thing is, though,
They're
it's
close
always
friends.
very one-sided. So yeah, there is.
But
It's a
it-
very one-sided argument that she has the doctor has done continuously and has been hating on father figures continuously throughout this. Besides Graham,
That's
Graham is the
true.
only father figure that she actually allows,
Are
and
you
even
talking about
then,
this doctor only?
this doctor only. Yes.
That's not true.
Yeah.
So that's actually a running theme, which is why I said at the end that very last line that the doctor says,
Dads are.
I've heard that dads can be like that, so I've heard, is an
That-
Yeah.
extremely
That
relevant
we tie
intel.
things in. But also, I mean, we had that discussion on two
You
episodes ago.
can't say that.
The only time
man.
they've ever
She
really
has
dealt
this-
with-
the experience she has. She
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
have that reaction.
It's just becoming a lot more
That kind
prominent.
of goes back to Gallifrey.
That's
yeah,
what
that,
we're-
like that's the
point.
That's what
That
I
was
think
what
is
I
like
was
an
saying.
overlying theme.
It is.
But then also personally, I've only seen that with one of like the episode with the what's it called, the forest and the no
But-
and whatever. But I don't
You've
see
seen it
as
before in Doctor
hating.
Who, but it's been subtle. It's
No,
not
I
hitting
mean
you
this
over the head
season.
type of thing.
Well, I
This
don't
season,
see it
it's
as
literally
hating.
hitting you over the head with it.
I mean, you know,
And it's
I
a
don't like
hatred
that
towards-
rhetoric. I don't
I don't
see
get
it
it.
as this
we're back.
hatred.
Are you here?
New Year's Day, turning over on your leave.
Okay, here we go.
Right, well, be gentle. He's been through a lot.
I know.
No, you have no idea.
I just wanted me and him to be a family again.
Family isn't just about DNA, Aaron. Or a name. It's about what you do. And you haven't done enough.
What are you all think? See you, Gramps. Gramps.
See you later, son.
That's the interaction I wanted. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Cutting out that whole scene.
But you're going to have to see it from both sides. You can't just see it one way.
Listen, if you had a father or someone that did that to you in your life, I think you'd understand it more because it's.
I have.
Okay, now
I'm
you're
just
gonna
gonna
get
have a
the
shower.
reality. I don't think that it got to the sewer. I think it's in the. Back to your house.
No. I am your pilot now. Do not fight me. I have control of your body. All brain and motor functions are under my power.
That's pretty cool.
Silence. See how I control you. Turn. Look. You are my prisoner now. You are my body.
Bioprofiling nearly complete. Yes. A match. Let's see what we've got. It can't be. Doctor, I don't like it when you go quiet. This is the DNA of the most dangerous creature in the universe.
Does it have a name?
A Dalek.
Cover me. Sit. Now open the machine. I must know everything of this planet's capability, its systems, its weapons, and its armies. Everything that must be destroyed.
Black Archive. You saw that?
Won't do this.
You have no choice. Do not struggle, or your friends will die at your hands.
Exactly.
What do you want?
To fulfill my purpose, act
I think that this is something you
Is
need to
mutated remnants of a warring
many,
race.
many years.
Genetically created and housed within a metal case, designed to be a relentless killing machine.
Lynn said she saw a creature that looked more like a squid.
It sounds as though the internal creature has become separated from this casing.
Well, it's vulnerable. Oh, come on, Doc. Look, one squid versus 7 billion humans and you. Odds have got to be in our favour, surely.
I always think I'm rid of them. Never am. Trust me, Graham, even if it's just one, is enough. It's going to kill anyone that gets in its path, and it's not going to stop until it's taken control of this planet.
There's an alien on the loose in an archaeological dig. Is that where it started?
I don't know.
Voicemail. Lynn, hi, it's Yasmin Khan. We met in the sewers earlier. Can you give me a call?
Part of it, sure. I can't have got far. But how is it getting about?
Don't say stuff here. Come on.
See what I meant about needing the light moment at the beginning? Yep, it's very dark. Especially if you have had any brushes with any content. It's kind of, it's not just,
Just remember, she's a prisoner right now. So was it okay to have it go to silver? I guess so. There's got to be some way, but oh Lord.
Can you wind your window down for me, please, though? You know what speed you were doing, love? 103 miles per hour.
That's it.
What you got to say about that?
You are an enemy of the Daleks.
And what, sorry?
You are an enemy of the Daleks.
Another character that
I know
we
he's
love.
spelling that.
Well, that's sad.
interesting.
That
So-
is very interesting.
Few thoughts. Going back to the dad thing, I don't see it as, because the thing is, I think that goes into the rhetoric of like, oh, this is such a man-hating season, and it's definitely like not.
Just calling
I mean,
attention to things, that's all.
It's shown it a lot. It has shown it more than it has in the past, and
That's all.
it's been more prominent this season. But that's besides what I was trying to say. I would have preferred what occurred with Graham rather than having. I would have liked to have seen that little moment where the doctor might be like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And then he walks out and then talks to Graham. That would have been better. Just that whole.
technically, it happened right away. It's just the commercial was in between it.
But no, and they punctuate things with commercials, so there's a reason for having a commercial break. So there's a reason to have that, and if they would have put that at the beginning of a commercial break, it's because they want to accentuate it.
Yeah, what do you think, Molly?
I do think that the pacing of the show has been weird so far. Like, so.
To me, it feels like an episode of The X-Files and not Doctor Who.
Yeah, and like, well, again, that's the thing is like this season they've been branching out with like
Their
different
stylings.
feelings of the styling and the overall episode themes. I mean personally, I've noticed each episode takes on like its own completely like as if it was a one-off, and has to do with the directing.
Yeah.
I do think the beginning was a little interesting. Like, it would have been cool to see more of the Viking battle story
That would've
thing.
been
That would have been cool.
interesting.
Or like the
Instead of a love
Descendants.
story.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's the thing is that I think the pacing is.
Or the Guardians, too.
Yeah, so like.
I love the idea of the Guardians. That I would have
Also,
loved.
shout out diversity. Because my first thought is always, oh, there's another brown person. Are they sure they're okay with this? Because people are gonna be mad.
Right?
But I mean, I love it.
I mean, it's a culturally diverse spots that they
actually
chose, so
representative
I
of,
thought that was
movie.
very interesting.
No, yeah, well, yeah, that was interesting.
I would have loved to have learned more about what, the Guardians were and why.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
it just kind of was like,
I really
it was
want
just
to
kind of like,
know that.
okay, here
It's
you go.
glossed over.
And that's
And
what
then
they've done.
Let's get to the
That's
tentacles.
the
Well, I
part of
don't
the
think that
season
they've
I
really gone into a backstory
I
of
don't
like
enjoy that
this.
at all, Lewis,
They've
at
done
all.
that in every single
keep doing
episode
that.
this season. They kind of introduced this
I don't
awesome
think
villain.
to this extent though, because it's the
Oh, they
Daleks, and it's like, all of a sudden we're hearing about like this one Dalek that remained and like has this
Right.
whole epic tale. Like I think this is more of like a special. This could have been like a whole like full on long movie special just about that beginning part. But then yeah, it's a little jarring that it goes into the romance. I get it.
Yeah.
But I also now like definitely get why they put it in there to give some sense of a like lightheartedness.
Sometimes it's
And
about
we're back.
creating a connection, so.
How you been doing? Seriously? That's where you start?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
the
that's how you
Daleks.
go? How do you think I'm
They
doing?
kept saying that there weren't going to be any Daleks too, and then they reneged.
Yeah. Well, though, this is not the season. This
Well, no,
is a
they said-
special.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
and they did say the whole promotion, like through every promotion for this, they had in the background the voice of the Dalek. So,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
okay.
We were pretty much ready for it to come.
But
I avoided any spoilers, so I didn't know anything until
Sorry.
Nisha spoiled it.
Sorry, I thought you knew, man. I thought you knew.
I was like,
My homage right here, Daleks. Right
my
on.
feeling on the romance thing is that that's gonna probably be what gets her like out of it, and that's why they kind of had to put that in there.
Yeah,
But the
maybe.
pacing-
Yeah, maybe.
I think the
It's
pacing's
just
been
off.
really weird.
It's
Yeah.
really off.
Like it shouldn't have gone from backstory to romance
Oh,
to doctor
back.
showing up.
We're back.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just a
preview.
commercial. It's a preview
It's a
commercial.
background background.
For us, it's on.
Well, this one's a combination. Microwave
Okay.
and full
We're
oven.
back.
Both functions are the best quality you can get. I swear this is the best you can have.
Sorry, not for me, mate. This is a new thing you're doing?
Only so long a man can walk offshore.
Giving up being on the rigs?
Let's just say I've been examining my life choices lately. I'm not sure if this is the answer.
Get them online, can't you?
Yeah, yes, except for this one, it's actually really good. A mate of mine makes it. I helped him with some of the specs. It's the best working oven you can get. But I make it sound like a con. So maybe I'm not cut out for that. Maybe it's back to engineering. We'll see. So, how you been doing?
Seriously? That's where you start?
What?
That's how you got? How do you think I'm doing?
I know it's been hard for both of us.
Okay, stop. I don't care how it's been for you. This ain't about us commiserating with each other. This is about you making things right.
This is how you talk to your dad.
I don't know, because he ain't been around. So don't come walking back in, demanding respect, because that ain't where we are.
What do you need me to say?
This is the right one.
Because I want to say
Always
it.
going this way though.
Exactly. You have to have that transition. You couldn't
Okay.
just jump in.
You say, right? I'm sorry. I've messed up. I haven't been good enough. I've let you down a lot. And I know it's made life hard for you. And if it meant that over the years you ever felt lonely or abandoned, or didn't know where to turn, or who to talk to, or how to be, then I'm sorry. Cause you mustn't ever think that you didn't deserve my love.
You didn't ever think that. you. Okay. Listen. Here's what you find out when you get older. There are things you've done in your life to others, the decisions you've made. Maybe when things were difficult, you get it wrong. But by the time you realize you got it wrong, it's too late. You can't fix it because the damage is done. And so you run because you're too ashamed to make it right. That's what I did.
No. You hid when I needed you. First Mum, then Nan.
I'm not hiding anymore.
We reckon 9th or 10th century. Part of our funding came from a group we think it could be
He
Alpha.
never
Great.
actually acknowledged what his son wanted. The doctor knows exactly how he feels.
Look, I'm on the phone to you.
We followed your signal. Have you got him? Come on.
How did I do that?
It's even better than that. Deep breath, Mitch. Welcome to the TARDIS. Now we've got the DNA, maybe I can rig up the TARDIS to scan for any other traces in this tiny corner of space and time.
No way.
The internal dimensions are bigger than the box's external dimensions. No biggie.
No, that is quite a biggie.
Got time over. Was there anything alien looking that you uncovered?
What? No, they're historical artifacts. They've been there for centuries. Wait, you're not from the Order of the Custodians?
Just the Order of the Custodians.
What do we call you, sir?
That was a great place to stop.
That
That's
was
another thing. The
interesting.
commercials are very abrupt.
Very.
It
Yeah.
never used to be so abrupt. So I think the pacing has found itself. The beginning was a bit off.
Choppy.
I
Perhaps
feel like
on purpose, I don't know.
I love that Reggie was like, maybe I'm projecting, but I'm honestly like, same dude, because
No,
I-
that conversation was fantastic
But-
between the father and.
but that's the thing is
So,
it had to get
for
there.
there to
It
get
can't
there-
Oh,
have
yeah.
just been
No,
like
no,
Now you
100%.
see the now you
100%.
see the movement. But it's
100%, I
good.
see it, but I
I
don't see
would've
the
been the
doctor.
He
I
didn't, she didn't say
belittling and
anything
all that
wrong.
stuff.
So-
She didn't belittle him or anything. She was just
Oh,
Can
like,
I just say why the doctor does
No,
what
but
she does? And
I
it
get
is-
why she does it. It's just it's been a consistent theme throughout
It
this
has
So
season
it's the
with
doctor
every male that
protects-
she encounters.
Okay, let
So-
me be honest with you. It is like
Definitely
that
not.
with the doctor with every person who is causing harm in any way to a companion. This is a running theme. In this particular case, you're dealing with someone that she cares so much for and wants to protect and wants to take care of, and that's
Yeah.
Ryan. And she's seen what he's gone through, and she's like, listen, dude, this is what you did. Life is simple, straight up, flat. You have to,
Yeah.
you have to look at
I
it from
think
the
you're
point
seeing
of
it
view.
from a perspective of like, oh man.
Man, that's not what this is, man.
Nah.
This is I have to tell you, I can
No, but
hear,
this season has been.
I can hear.
Alright, we'll
Right,
agree to
because
disagree with
maybe
it.
it's actually
Some of the
calling out
videos
men
from
like they
today.
actually
That's
are
right.
in life.
Let's
Not
just be
all
straight up
men,
honest.
obviously, but that doesn't
In
mean
this
to be
particular
sad.
case, we're talking about one situation that has been a running theme since episode 1 straight to here,
Also
and we have to
remember,
close it. So
It's
she's
a
closing
female
it.
doctor.
So you're seeing
And
it that way.
Chris Chibnall very specifically said before the season started
However,
that this doctor
the same
was
thing.
going to be approached differently by men because she's a female. So the
Close
reaction
your eyes and put Matt Smith in that spot, saying the same
you
thing.
wouldn't feel the
Because
same
Matt
way.
Smith would have said it,
Uh,
Tennant would have said it, Ninth
You
would have
wouldn't.
said it, and worse. So I'm just telling you that.
I
Right
mean,
now, you're
Capaldi
seeing
was
her
an
as a female.
ass to a lot of
Controversy,
Well,
sorry.
well, Capaldi was great at it though,
But I
and the
loved
way that
him.
he portrayed it, he did it to everybody.
Well, that's the thing is,
That's the thing. This
You
has been
have-
very one-sided.
But you're seeing it
It's
from the
not
role of
one-sided.
female.
You keep seeing it as the doctors, and that's, and we're
I'm
not
just
trying
seeing
to
it as like
change anyone's
someone that's
opinion.
emotionally invested in
That's
people,
all.
in humans.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like the Ryan's dad part was a bit filler until they got to the next part.
Yeah,
And we had this
definitely.
Order of the Custodians thing. I'm like, okay, what's the Order of the Custodians? That
It's
must sound
really
like
interesting
something
because
from
we're
Marvel.
getting it both ways on both sides. But this is not, I'm sorry, it truly is not, let's come down on men thing. This is a storyline
Right.
that has to start someplace and end someplace. And you just happen to
Yeah.
be having
Reggie
a
loves you.
female doctor who's going, who, me?
No, yeah, Reggie's like, I love you, Mom. And I'm like, yeah. Join all of my
I love you
friends.
too, Reggie! So here's the thing. I'm just telling you, put this doctor in any other body and the doctor would have done this plus worse. But the fact is you're looking at the doctor as a female and all you're doing is seeing a mother
But I'm not
bashing,
saying I'm female.
let me speak, man, let me speak.
I don't
I-
think
I
she
know
starts
you're not.
dealing
I'm
with
talking
you,
about-
because
no,
you
I'm-
know that there's a lot of
No, I know you know,
guys
honey.
out there that are
Just so
really
you
Oh, I
know,
know.
we love this dude. It's just that we're seeing the doctor from a female motherly perspective right now because the doctor's in a female body, and we cannot be disingenuous about this. We have to understand that when you're
Anyone
presented with
watching
the doctor
these
in this
trailers,
body,
that Spock looks really weird. Just
he was
has to
weird,
put
but
that
you
out there.
just like totally
I'm sorry.
dashed my
I'm
moment
sorry.
there. Now let's even remember. But we can't be disingenuous about the fact that we're all attached to some type of, some
Bias,
some
'cause
bias in
depending
terms
on
of
what we've gone through in our lives.
right, exactly.
I will say, like,
And that's okay,
obviously,
by the way.
she has
And
had
you're
an
okay,
approach.
because I have to say
toward
something. I'm pretty
dudes.
sure that BBC America and Chibnall knew that these are some of their reactions that were going to happen.
It's better.
Just saying.
Sure.
That was a battle.
I'm
This
sorry,
mythic
Molly,
creature
I'm
was
speaking
killed
over
and
you.
split and buried all over the world.
It's okay, the video is
Spaceship
frozen you guys a little bit,
detected.
maybe it's
Parts
hard
of
to
the creature
Uh-oh.
coming back together. Oh, don't tell me. When you uncover something, you leave it under the ultraviolet lights you had in the sewers.
Yeah.
Ultraviolet light activates the dormant creature, bringing it back to life. Did you say 9th century?
Yeah.
There's been a Dalek buried on Earth since the 9th century, waiting to revive.
I'm sorry, what?
Alien psychopath.
Are you kidding?
No.
Where is it?
That was the best
How's it getting
description.
about? Come on, think.
Have you told Lynn?
I tried. Phone's going to voicemail and she's not replying to texts.
What? No, she keeps her phone on all the time. It's a running joke between us. She's the instant replier.
In the sewers, were you together all the time?
No, she went off to look for one of the missing artifacts. That's when she found the squid. Tell me she's safe.
I can't.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Just follow up what she says, Beach.
Lynn's number is in Yaz's phone. If I connect it to the TARDIS, we can locate her.
That's different.
Getting something? No. Lost it.
No, the doctor said that before. Many
Lynn's
times.
flexible location
I
of the
talked
Dalek
about
DNA.
you. Never seen it. Sorry, I'm just saying.
Cross reference.
Issues phone
The
lines.
signal triangulation of Lynn's phone.
So literally
It's the same place.
connect to.
Lynn and that creature, they're together.
You mean it's holding her hostage?
I'm really sorry, Mitch. I think it's crueler than that. I think it's using her to move about.
How can you miss a shoot?
I learned to think like a Dalek a long time ago.
Hello?
That's it.
Controls? I need to use the,
Dan, you know you can say toilet,
Can you get to Lynn? You have to help her.
How did it go with your dad?
Don't ask. I don't want him here. Take this, will you?
You can't just leave him outside, can you?
It can't do that. How did it do that? It's my own systems. Shorter the navigation.
He's an engineer.
Full backlash from the creature itself.
Oh, right.
It can't do that. Unless
You literally
it's
just
a
walk in it.
reconnaissance scout.
In English?
Recon scouts have capabilities beyond the normal Dalek soldier. Especially advanced from the basic Dalek, the first to leave Skaro. Possibly the first to reach Earth.
Yep.
So,
Wait,
Stephen
babe.
wasn't the really bad thing he was worried about in the
Are
first
we back
place.
on?
Graham, emergency peanut butter run.
What?
This is what I told you guys back to the first
Drop
part.
on that. I'm just a golfer.
I'm not having this.
I knew that this had to be going back to the kind of scholar. Had to be. So anything that made sense with the timing of everything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything. I was just saying, guys, this is like totally all the way back to the beginning of the Daleks.
Whoa! Gave me a fright. I wasn't expecting it. It's just
Who has access to the archives?